Hello. Welcome. Today is a great day. Today is officially the day that Saga comes back. So excited. I went to my local comic book shop and picked this up. My friend, I think she used to work at this comic shop, or at least helped out a little bit. And that's how I found out about the place, and the guy, I've been there, so this is my first copy. This is volume 1 of Saga that I got. Actually, I'm gonna move the mic way closer to my face. This is my volume 1 of Saga that I got all those years ago. And I remember, I bought this one, and I liked it so much. I came back and bought the rest of it, which at the time was like, I think 5 other volumes. And he looks at me and he goes, "So you liked it, huh?" And to this day, he still knows who I am. I haven't been in that comic book shop in quite a while. I don't really read a lot of comic books, but I mostly read like closed off stories like these. I think the only ongoing thing that actually, or rather, what I mean by ongoing is like, you know, I don't read like Spider-Man, I don't read like Batman, like I just know about it. I don't read any of the big ones because like those are too complicated. Like I want like a start and an ending, right? So stuff by Brian K. Vaughan, stuff like Why the Last Man, which is a good story. I know that there was that FXIV show that recently got canceled. I still hold to the fact that that was a better premise than The Walking Dead, and that's the comic that should have been adapted instead of The Walking Dead. So it unfortunately got canceled. So I actually hope that a different network picks it up. I haven't seen it, which makes me a giant hypocrite, but I did read the whole book. I did read the whole thing, so I actually do know the story. So it's a good read. If you don't want to watch it, or if you can't find the time to watch it or whatever, at least give it a read somewhere. It's such a good story, and it's over. I think it's only like 9 volumes. It's fairly short compared. Like I think Saga right now is at volume 8 or 9. How many do I have? I have to check. But I don't go to the comic book shop all that often. I haven't been there for at least a year or two. I only pick up like Archie. I think is the only other comic book that I really read, the rebooted Archie. But I came back there and I picked this up, and I was wearing like sunglasses and a mask, and the guy was like, "Hey man, long time no see." Like he still remembers who I am. But he also gave me this, just so I have another excuse to go to the comic book shop. Because I asked him, I was like, "Do you have any Archies?" He's like, "You know, they haven't had an issue in Archie in a while. They're also on hiatus." I was like, "Damn it!" Every single thing that I love. Anyway, this is Lazarus, and I don't know what the story is about. The art looks cool. The art looks very cool. It actually kind of reminds me of Walking Dead a little bit. What's this by? Rucka Lark. Santi Arcus. Michael Lark is the artist. I don't know if he did anything else, but it looks a lot like The Walking Dead. Like the very, very high contrast, very dark tones. I'm gonna read this later. Actually, I'm gonna read this later, much later, because I every time we get a new saga, I have to reread the whole thing. And usually I reread it by the volumes, but this was a special occasion, because that comic book series hasn't been around for literally 3 years. So I will read that at a later date. Anyway, today, however, we're gonna play Stormblood. Let's see what the load times are like. Oh, wow, instantly. Hey, thanks, Oceana. Nope, never mind. That was weird. It almost seemed like it was gonna load me in, and then it changed its mind. So yes, today is Wednesday, January 26th. Right? It is Wednesday, right? Officially, the Oceania data center is now live. My FC is actually in the middle of trying to acquire property because of all the new spots that opened up because everyone has moved to the Oceania server. Not everybody. What is that? It smells like sprinkles. What was I leaning onto the side of my thing that smells like sprinkles? I don't like to eat in front of my computer, but I know I have like a few snacks here and there. But that's weird. What is that? Anyway. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. We're gonna do as much Stormblood as we can. I know that I tend to get sidetracked every single time. These streams run for like 3 hours, and for some reason I still only get like nothing done. I get absolutely nothing done. We're still doing like level 62 quests. Like 5 or 6 streams in, I promise you, we will ramp this shit up soon enough. It feels like it should be busier because what's happening? Oh no, it loaded me in wrong. It is laggy today. Right, so including in addition to the Oceania servers coming back up, the game is also now back on sale, so go get that free trial. Go get the free trial of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that now has an extended free trial with no restrictions. That includes no restrictions up to level 60. That includes the award-winning expansion Heavensward. You know, that's actually a lie. There are super restrictions. Nothing with like content, but well, actually that's not even true. There's a part where they start talking about hiring retainers, and then you do the whole tutorial about hiring retainers, and then you click on the button that says hire retainers, and it says not available in the free trial. How embarrassing. Anyway, we're in Limsa Laminsa because I actually yesterday went ahead and picked this up. I don't know how to play it. The amount of buttons that are here already is like killing me. I don't know if you guys know this, but the way my thing is set up, I have open spots here because of the way my keyboard is set up. I don't know. Maybe if I get a different keyboard, I'll change that. But for now, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of these buttons are. Help. But now that is now in my definitive healer class. I will look up several guides for it. But for now, I also have been leveling up my Gunbreaker, so it's now level 66. Not the most amount of leveling, in fact, but whatever. But we're gonna ignore that. Okay. Enough about that. We are going to... I'm gonna go here. 1500. Yeah. I'm not doing the Sage quest until much later. Probably not until post expansion. I might do Shadowbringers with it. My goal is to get them all up to level at least level 80 before I do Endwalker. So there's gonna be between now and post-patch Shadowbringers is gonna be a lot of like grinding for me, but I definitely want to get my healer tank class classes in. But for now we have to swim all the way back. Oh, that's the other thing I did was, I did every single thing here in the Ruby Sea. I talked about this with a friend where, like, the way that the Heavensward expansion is that, you're kind of doing the ether currents as you're doing the quests, and by the time you're done with the area, you've pretty much done all of the quests, and then so you can just fly if you ever have to go back there ever again. You don't ever actually need to, but because it's such a linear experience. But I assume because in Stormblood they want you to go back constantly, it trips me up because I really want to finish it, but it's not gonna let me. I think the Ruby Sea might be the only place they're not gonna make you go back because I've literally done everything. I assume the last quest in this area is gonna give me the Aether Current. Anyway, we're gonna do this now. If this wreck is the self-same vessel in which Sora spoke, then if the gods are good, then Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Sora. We're gonna need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. You will need to search the area marked on your map. Use your lamp to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure and claim it. For an instant, you spy a flash of light. You're getting closer. There, peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Cool. That wasn't too hard. Oh. Oh, it looks like a little yin-yang thing. Like half of it. Hey, what up? Pull out my neckbreaker. Sorry, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Gosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you? I sure have. This is it. It seems that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. And did I decide nothing? I think I decided nothing. I could do that, but let's be honest, we're not really gonna... Fine. Red Mage looks fun also, but it's just another DPS class, I think. Yeah. I might do that. But my Blue Mage is fun to play. Man, I'm dropping half the frames, huh? Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. Hold on to it for now, Sora. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. Right, we're trying to get the turtles on our side. So that they can tell us how to defeat the red turtles. It's a good, you know what, it's a good, underwater theme. It's calming, but, like, not, it's a little mischievous. A bit of mystery in the air. You're returned. They made it up. They were like, there's no lore attached to this piece of thing. Yes, there's no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells? Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed. And yes, I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women such as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly we will aid your cause. All is ready, Sorban. Then give them what they require. A ceremonial knife. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open. The treasure vault of the Kojin on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, their response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from moms around to defend their treasures. Were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Nisari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 kami. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respect is a sacrilege we cannot condone. Okay. The Yasakani no Magatama is one of 3 most coveted treasures of the Kojin. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel unto the others and thereby make them whole, the kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasured vault? More or less. The Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, and we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Sui no Sato. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. I think I already went there. I think it's all the way over here. Yep. Right then, I am not normally in the habit of sneaking into the heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight, the bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Uh-huh. Dang. Nothing. Nothing for Ninja. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You nervous? Me nervous? Come now. I mean, it's not as though I haven't risked my life in ridiculous ways before. Well, maybe I am a little bit. Strangest thing that. Complete out of character, even. Anyway, let's go. Alright. Sorry. Uncomfortable. Okay. Oh yeah. I gotta put some of this shit away. I know they don't want us to just go flying around here, but I wish they would. Hi, Sharky. Oh yeah, this is definitely the entrance. Ow, Jesus. Something in my arm hurts really, really bad. Ow. Don't like that. Don't like the way that feels. What's happening to me? Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Zeki. Have you got a plan for once we get to the Isle? How about two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault. Afterwards, the other two join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. I also had in mind to ask Sora to be one, given his peerless martial prowess. Then it's settled. You two, not even a nod, will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I am inside, I will contact you via link pearl. Convenient things, these link pearls. Right, come on, Sora, we got work to do. Ow, Jesus, seriously. I don't know what's happening with my arm. Oh. Let's just bypass all the fighting here. Oh no, I can't. I love how mysterious it is. We're excited for Sora Ice. I hope Alice stays alright too. Head northwest, there's a passage leading deeper within. I mean, if I could disappear like you just did. Oh, it's all the way to the top, huh? I wonder if I can just sneak through this whole thing. Oh, probably not. It'd be cool if I could have, though. Eh. Oh, maybe? Oh, hey. Look at that. I didn't even need to use my hide. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. It sounds like the whole garrison is headed straight for us. Yep. You know, snuck around there.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures! You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit! Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
What in the world?
I thought Alice had it.
Who hath made us whole? Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin. Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious! We do commend thee, son of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen. And for their loyalty, we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills, just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted. Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth and falleth at the whim of capricious fortune. Assume your marks upon the stage and embrace the coming chaos.
Ooh. He looks cool.
We are Susano, and in revelry do we rejoice.
Oh, it's fucking Susan.
That's a primal standing in
From
front of us,
Naruto.
right?
And a horde of angry Kojin at our backs. Oh, this contest is getting worse by the moment. Please, help me clear a path. Leave them to us and save your strength. You'll be needing it soon enough.
Make way! Make way!
I like that they just assumed I was gonna fight the primal.
Spoil not your appetite for the feast, children of man. The dish will be served whether you will it or no.
I love his attitude. Cool. That was not part of the plan. A Kojin Primal was most definitely not part of the plan. I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation involving the ether stored in the treasures in the religious fervor with which the Kojin guard them or something. I pity Alphino isn't here to provide it. I just wish and just when I thought our fortunes had changed, I swear Sorbonne and his people knew this might happen. Though somehow I doubt that. Even the Reds seemed surprised by what happened. All rises and falls at the whim of capricious fortune, does it? Then the same goes for him. Let's fight him. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Whoa, some shorts? Alice may not have the best plan, but she has the only one. Fight it. I'm sorry, I truly am, but neither of us can even approach Susanoo, much less hope to defeat him, which means you're on your own. Well, who knows, he does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decided to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by. Yes, and I speak fluent Hingan. Come on, there's no point putting this off. I'm glad, you know, that's the first time they've acknowledged that I do these quests, with other people. Because it's always been like Warrior of Light this, Warrior of Light that, and it's always been under the assumption that you're doing all this shit by yourself. Like whenever the bosses speak to you, they're only speaking to you, and like your other party members are just standing around there, but they're not actually acknowledged. I think this is the first time they've actually started to acknowledge like straight up like 7 other people around you doing these quests, which is pretty cool. Alright, time for this. Just gonna sit here and wait for that, because I can't do anything else. And I always have a bad habit of like getting distracted whenever I do something. Like I always like decide, oh yeah, while I'm waiting I could do this, or oh, while I'm doing it I could do that. I guess now would have been a perfect time to start working on those ether current quests, but whatever. I already went ahead and did all of them off screen. One of them was actually a trial or a dungeon. This one, Shisui of the Violent Tides, where you have to defeat the Ruby Princess. was pretty fun. I'm loving the variety of the dungeons these days. Lots of underwater stuff. It's actually kind of cool how they switched from like completely up in the sky to totally underwater. You know, kind of curious as to what Shadowbringers is meant to be. You know, considering we've covered the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Middle Shadowbringers is probably gonna be the middlest of middle areas. It takes place in a desert. Kind of definitely curious as to what that story's gonna be about. I wish when you go into first person mode, it actually was like first person in here, where you could see the character's hands and whatnot. I understand that's ridiculous and unnecessary, considering there's no animation tied to it. There's no animation tied to it. Seriously, I can't. I promise I can. I promise I can speak. I'm not even sleep deprived. Look at this stuff while we wait. I was planning on making a video about Saga. It's like, I don't read a lot of comic books, but definitely if you have the time, please check out Saga. It's such a good story. It's one of the few properties which I would hate to see it adapted, because I know that whatever version that comes out outside of these pages written by Brian K. Vaughan and drawn by Fiona Staples, I don't believe it. I don't trust it, you know? Any form of adaptation on it, I don't know. I don't know if I would like it. It's too big. So it's essentially a galactic wide conflict between two warring factions. It's kind of it's space racism, and at the center of it, it's you know what it is? It's space. It's Romeo and Juliet in space, with lots and lots of political undertones, and some of the characters are just some of my favorite characters that I've ever encountered in written media. Lots of personalities from every single character here. Everyone has their own thing going on. Definitely fantastic. Go to your local comic book shop and take a read. Hi, dear Soka. Oh, I started a Saga in high school. I never got to finish it though. Now is the perfect time to get back in, because they've been on hiatus for 3 years, but they just came back with issue 55. So now is the time to get back in. Just came out today. I love that it's a callback to the most recent issue, to volume 1, where it's Hazel and she's dressed up in blue. Anyhow, onto this thing. Oh, I also spent like poetics and my storm seals, so I'm not gonna get the notification anymore. Like, oh, you're full. I always forget my food also. rushed in there.
Let the revolt begin!
My skills feel slower. The seas part, for we alone. The seas part, for we alone. He's got lots of health, doesn't he? You know what's funny? I got so used to hitting so many buttons as Gunbreaker that it feels slow now to play Rogue. Cool. Oh, cool. That's cool. Sorry, I'm supposed to be hitting the sword. Oh, that's super cool. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's sick. Ah, that's amazing.
Souls, I salute you.
That's a brave ninja. Some beefy daggers.
Earth and stone at our beck and call.
I guess I wasn't supposed to do it. Is it the wrong one? Oh, I didn't even realize he got another one in there. It's a fun fight. I love the boss's attitude, honestly. I love that he's like a hardy, jolly guy.
ferocity.
Damn. Fuck. Yeah. That's cool. That's a fun fight. I like that. I like that bit. You know what? I think anything can beat the Alexander raids in my head. Alright. Some more ass kicking of Gosetsu. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, okay. Now we get to see what's happening over here.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. It's enough to make one wonder.
The Red have sounded the alarm. The Isle of Zeki under attack. Fierce fighting in the stronghold. The vault breached by outsiders and strange tales from deep within. All this the Red cannot ignore. Even now, they abandon their posts and flock to the Isle. The Garleans are powerless to stop them.
I'll be damned they did it. Well, Captain, wagers notwithstanding, I dare say we will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials from Asari and rescue our men. On the other hand, naught was put in writing. But if your mind is made up, then that is that. I should add that if you were to change your mind, none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your past. Nor would anyone begrudge you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
Damn, he was really about to do nothing.
Isari may be a rotting husk, but at least the tavern keeper never watered down his drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
Oh, I like their little masks. I want one.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
It's a weird oversight to your imperial hold of the Ruby Sea, where your mercenaries are only in it for intrinsic value, and literally, it's literally at the bottom of their what do you call it?
This one is iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Like what? Like why rest your Why place all your trust in like a faction? In a faction that's only there just for the hell of it, and like literally anything else will like make them go away. Hey, you mean no one in the past 25 years has tried this?
This might prove more productive than blind inquiries, but I see.
I mean, I am the most important person in the world.
Very well. Line them up. Kill one for every question he refuses to answer.
Hurt them, and you will get naught from me.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord Hien, be it with your help or with your heads.
I think about these situations, and I've never seen a situation where the character just straight up lies. Like, even just to buy them some time.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
They've come to save us!
And this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. Oh, the stupidity of it all. It truly is a sickness. I shall just have to lance the boil. Drain them of every last trace of honor and compassion. Every last drop.
Lance the boil. It's such a
My lady,
crazy phrase.
I'm going outside.
Is he dead? Is he finally dead? Oh, damn it!
The Kami are not finished with you yet.
Meanwhile,
There's no end to them. They just keep coming.
Then we must be doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. He's counting on us.
Susanoo is slain! Slain by the Shellless One!
just stroll out. This is the calm walk.
Did you defeat him? Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move? Speak of the devils, that's coming from Isari.
I think we've done all we can here. Let's withdraw and make for the village.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you. Only your Imperial masters.
You can't do that after you've already killed everybody,
No
Alice.
more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
You dare speak to us of peace? Your flesh will feed the fishes, thief! Attack!
That's what I thought.
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her. She can handle herself.
That was weird. I can tell she didn't like that. What was that? She's a red mage. Just trying to figure out what everybody's classes are in the party. Cool.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
Still wish that Tatari would have gone for a different color. Other than tan. Am I going back to here? Oh. Oh. That's not too far. See, if Atlantica controlled like this, I don't think anyone would have minded. One day I'm gonna be comfortable enough to get rid of the mini-map here. I think we're safe. I didn't see any Kojin following us. What? Here, I'm going back for Alice. No. She stayed behind so that you could escape. Even I know that. I was the one who dragged you into this. It was my fight, not yours. I knew that from the start, but I also knew I couldn't do it alone. But I've asked too much and let too much happen to you all. I have to make this right, and I have to do it on my own. So let me go, please. I'm asking you as a friend. I have to help her. She's gonna die at the end of the expansion, isn't she? You can start by finding me a towel and some bandages. Oh, there you go. Why are you looking at me like that? I said I was going to distract them, not make a heroic and ultimately futilized stand. Who does that anyway? Oh man. Later, buddy. You're embarrassing yourself and me. Was she not there when Papa Limo fucking died? Zeta flared himself. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now then, we need to hurry back to Isari. Is that too soon to make that joke, Alice? Kind of uncool. I don't see any soldiers. Do you think the Confederacy drove them off? Do I want these shorts? You know what? I kinda hate them. Kinda hate all of these. But it's better than whatever pants I'm wearing now. Here it is. Something definitely happened here. I see several people who look like they might be injured. Well, yeah. Do I need help? Oh, I'll be fine. There's nothing that won't heal. You should go after Lise. What was it Thancred once said about battle scars and maidens? Not worth repeating. In polite company, I'm sure. Oh. Back here. Shit. Oh, you're not Imperial, are you? I was certain she was have us all killed and burning sorry to the ground. Anyone back here? Thank you, my child. I try to run and hide. Nice. And my mount is faster? Much better. You can tell it's going faster because of the amount of pitter-patters on my cat's feet. This place looks different. Am I crazy? Oh no, it's because I'm in a different area. I remember you. You're the one who saved me from the Doman catchers. We managed to rescue the fishermen and my kidnapped comrades, one of whom joined the Confederacy with me long ago. It would have broken my heart to have had to bury him. Let's go. Back already? What have you learned? Alright. I'm assuming Gunbreaker got added very, very late. Because there's nothing for it now.
A pity you did not come sooner, though I gather you were busy elsewhere.
Gozetsu! You're alive. You're all alive.
And full of vim and vigor. Did I not tell you I was no stranger to chains?
Did Nomura design Lisa's new outfit? What's with the
Viking cannot
belt?
have lasted long. Where are all the Imperials?
Fled. They stood their ground for a time, until it became clear that their Korgian reinforcements would not be coming. We took some few casualties, but my deeper regret is having let Yotsuyu slip through my fingers. That bodyguard of hers may be a half-wit, but he's a mean bastard on the battlefield.
In any event, I imagine all involved
You
are
still managed to get away after that?
So far as the Empire is concerned, the Confederacy attacked Hisari in retaliation for the Viceroy's actions. And without the aid of insurrectionists, I might add. Suffice it to say, we are prepared to be the subject of their undivided attention for the foreseeable future.
Nor you. Our fates are intertwined now. If If you fall, so do we.
Your assistance would be most welcome. Nevertheless, we shall do our utmost to spare you undue danger. We are already in your debt.
Nay, little miss, all debts are paid. For by your deeds, many still live who elsewise would not. Let both parties count their blessings, and may fortune continue to favor us all.
You still seek to bring freedom to our people, then? You will go to Yansha.
I have faith that our allies yet live. Once we have found them, we will plan our next step.
Yansha was the crucible of the rebellion. What happened here pales in comparison to what Yotsuyu did there. Remember this. Fear changes men. Have care in whom you place your trust.
And with that, we must take our wounded home. Oh, your shellback friend sends his regards and looks forward to your next meeting. Try not to die before then, eh?
Whatever, Mr. Purple streak in his hair. Are you gonna give us our money back? Now I can fly! Now I can fly. Feel like a hero. What is this? You must first clear 450 of the Palace of the Dead. To gain access to the Palace of the Dead, you must complete the quest The House of Death built. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. what you're all thinking. Wow, he took a long time in the bathroom. No, my sister was knocking on my door earlier, and I was like, why? And she's like, can you feed the dogs? So I fed the dogs, which means now it's also time for me to give this one her medication. So I need to do that actually before I keep going. I'm gonna have you sit right there. Luckily, she's on like ow, Jesus, she like clawed the shit out of my chest. Anyway, luckily she's on her not her second round of medication. By the way, I'm shaking this thing. It's for her stomach, but for like 3 days she had to like take specific medications, so she had to actually take medication before and after meals, but it was only for like 3 days, and she's still eating, and I'm actually starting to mix back her regular food in the rotation of food that I made her, so I hope that eventually she can get back to like eating normally. Hey, what are you doing? Get over there. She's like her dad. Her dad was my first dog. His name was Charlie. He's the one that's in all my logos. I know it doesn't look like a real dog, but I promise it's a real dog. Whenever you would leave Charlie alone in a room with an uncovered trash can, he would literally knock it over and like play with all the toilet paper inside of it. So like one time I got pretty sick, and I had like used tissues in the toilet paper. Sorry, I had used tissues in the trash can, and he knocked it over, and I saw him like playing around, and I'm like, that's disgusting. One time I emptied out the trash can and like just scrunched up a bunch of like toilet paper, not a lot, but like a little bit of like toilet paper, and like put it in the trash can uncovered, just to see what he would do. And I saw him, and he would pick him up and like throw him in the air and like, you know, like look at him. He wouldn't even try to catch it again. He would just be like playing around with it, you know, dig his nose in it and stuff like that. I was like, what's wrong with you? Alright, come here. I'm gonna go see if my sister will take her back. You're back. How Sorry about that. The sun has risen and set in the time that I was gone. I promise I wasn't in the bathroom for like 800 hours. Okay. Where's that blasted bolt? It should have been here by now. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. My daughter's late returning from Kugane. You see, and I thought to come and look for her. I can't imagine the Confederacy giving her any trouble. She's always been good about putting money aside for the Ruby Tithe. Oh gods, what if the Red Kojin caught sight of her? My dear sweet Shiomi. She only meant to bring home a bit of old furnishings to give comfort of our village. I don't know what I'd do if anything should happen to her. You've looked a man who can handle a bit of danger. Would you be willing to look for my daughter? She should be traveling close to the shore of Sakazuki. Yup. Yup. Hey! No. Go on to bed. Come here. You wanna come here? Come here. You wanna come over here? Puppy. Puppy time. Time for puppy. You sit with me now. Co-stream. You can't see her. She's on my lap. Can you hear her? Here. Oh, look at that sightseeing log. That is no longer a problem for me. Am I looking this way or this way? Hey. Oh, what? What? So what's this? Yeah? What is it? What? What do you want? What do you want? What does honey? That's such a brat. Oh, it's literally like a shitty building. Not like it was a secret, I could like see it from where I was, but like I just wanted to get a closer look at it. Oh, I assume this is where the final area is. I have to go back here, I bet. Anyway. Is there anything else for me to do besides that quest that I cannot do? What is the Palace of the Dead? I'm gonna have to look that up. Deep Dungeon is an ever-changing dungeon whose architecture is never quite the same each time players enter to explore its depths. It's oh really? It's in South Shroud. Oh, that's what people are saying when they say POTD. After you've cleared the MSQ and so until level 60, where you can go to heaven on high. Ah. Remember that joining a party should make things a lot faster and funnier. I see. I'll do that off stream then. It's basically like leaves. are you such a brat? If you put your nose up to her mouth, she'll lick it. But if you put any other part of your face on her, she won't. No. No more. She's mad at me because I gave her medicine. I'm sorry. Sit down. Sit down. Shut up. Oh, sorry. Can I even get anywhere close to this? No. It's cool that you can see it though. It's Avatar Roku's house. Alright, anyway. Enough fucking around. Time for the next quest. I gotta remember that. Palace of the Dead. I have the tab open, so. Hey, what is this? Oh. Please stay away. Not another step. By any chance, did he send you in search of his daughter? If so, I suppose it's me you're searching for. My ship was attacked by the Red Kojin, but I was saved by this warrior of the blue. Would that we could have saved the cargo on board. Saved the cargo? Very well. Wait, your kindness is greatly appreciated, but you cannot mean to go against the Red Kojin, not alone. Well. Please, sir, you have to go after him. He was gravely injured in my rescue. It would be suicide for him to face him in his condition. Welp. Sorry, babe. I'm just kidding. Fine. Oh god, I forgot to switch classes. I was wondering why that shark was just randomly attacking me. How could I fall for such an obvious trap? Thank you, brave warrior. Why have you come, woman? We were both gone for so long I began to worry. I'm not angry. I meant only to say this place is dangerous. But the Red are gone now, and your cargo is safe. Everything is there, yes? That's her cargo. It's just a bunch of sacks. Oh, and two. Yes, this seems to be all of it. Then my work here is finished. Will you at least tell me the name of the gallant Kojin who rescued me? Leonardo. Kabuto of the Blue. What is the name of the man who rescued me? The name of the gallant Mikote who rescued me. It's cool that you get to see me wearing all my shit. They didn't have to model all the rings, but they did it anyway. Please let me repay you both for your kindness. Sora saved my life. For another to repay my debt of gratitude would be the stain on my honor. Then at the very least, let me give you something. Most of these goods are worn or broken, but if anything is here, anything here is to your liking, by all means. Sorry. Trying to move the keyboard closer to me. I need a better setup for my microphone. I'm gonna put the mic back there, if that's fine. Let's see. I hope that's okay back there. Broken! Repairing them is part of my training as a craftsman. Thankfully, the merchants of Kugane are willing to part with such wares for relatively little. Still, I hope there's something here that pleases you. Man. They make some of these characters so, like, humble. Aww! Ah, that is a Karakuri puppet. Would that I knew who made it or how. Fixing it was quite the challenge. Still, the children back home will love... I would have this Karakuri. Oh! That is a fine choice. Far be it from me. I'm sorry. You keep trying to lay it down and I keep moving. Far be it from me to deny the Kojin who saved me his reward. Lines like those makes me wish that it was voice acted. Meet with me at the entrance to Tamamizu. There I will present to you with a token of my thanks. Cute. Charlie never laid down on me like on a chair like this. Then again, I didn't really sit in chairs much around him. I actually took the chair out of the room when he was around. A peculiar one, isn't he? Certainly not the best with words, but his heart is pure and so true. Thank you again for your help. Delivering these home should be easy enough on my own. With what? You gonna paddle boat your way all the... Actually, where is it? Oh. I'm gonna wait to finish that so that I remember where it is. We are gonna continue with our quest. Sorry. Apologies. I know how easily distracted I can get. What? Got something to say, Flying Shark? That's what I thought. What is that? Oh my god. This seems like it should be something. And the fact that it isn't is weird. You good, man? What are you doing? Are you fishing or are you drowning? almost worried it's gonna drop me into the ocean. My fingers smell like the medicine. Sorry. Go get this. Were it not for the tremendous strength and bravery of you and yours, many innocent souls would have suffered terrible fates. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Yeah, I actually want to take a... Just so that you guys know what I'm dealing with here. Penny. Anyway. I'm gonna post that on my Twitter so you guys can see it. Twitter.com/Soramoto for dog pics. Though I knew the Confederacy would be loath to meet the Imperials in battle, I also knew that if any could win them over, it would be you. Truly yours is a heroic spirit that inspires men to rise above their circumstances, to strive for something greater. It will be an honor to travel with you again. Now then, let us not squander the Confederacy's gift. Yangsha and my countrymen await. We need but follow the tunnel to reach our destination. Yeah. That's weird. I have to be Gunbreaker? That was a mistake. Oh well. Alright, let's see it. Let's see this Yangsha. This is the third time.
We cannot rest here for long. This place is not safe. Mayhap nowhere is, if thieves can breach our vaults. Nevertheless, it is our duty to protect these treasures, and we shall not fail for want of effort.
So, this is why you abandoned your posts. And without a word of explanation at that. Rather thoughtless of you, was it not?
Lady Yotsuyo, pray forgive us our absence, but our home was under attack, our vaults plundered by outsiders.
Did you even pause to consider the possibility that it might be a diversion? What is the point of contracting your services if you are not here when they are required? It is my solemn charge to bring these vermin to heel. To torment them, body and soul, until all they hold dear is as bitter ashes in their mouths. And then you go and ruin everything! Well, there's naught to be gained in belaboring the point. All that remains is to administer your punishment.
Wait, milady!
No, it's no good. There's just no joy in it. No release. There needs to be some investment. They were negligent imbeciles deserving of punishment, but it was hardly personal. 10,000 such Korjin could not satisfy me half so well as a single Doma. And what do we have here? One of the vaunted treasures of the realm. The craftsmanship is certainly impressive. Mayhap we can use it to make amends.
How long before Lord Xenos reinstates me, do you reckon? I've got unfinished business back in Eorzea.
Is serving me really so unbearable? At least pretend to enjoy, you witless lump! If you are so desperate to earn a way back to Eorzea, then be quiet and do as you're told. And bring that sword while you're at it.
I remember the silence. How the talking stopped when we first set foot on the plains of Yansha. Before us stood yet another wall, and through a great Magitech field we glimpsed Doma Castle. I'll never forget the sight, or the anger I felt that day. Life, liberty, hope, so much lost, so much taken. As we walked through that war-torn land, no one said a word.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gorsetsu. Kami, preserve your right. He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? Ah, but of course, you fear me, a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us? I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade. What you going on about? Actually, never mind, just come with me, now!
This is the House of the Fears. But there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are a stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Hello? Okay. God, I hope that doesn't mean that I wasn't... Well, not like I was saying anything meaningful anyway. I was gonna say, I hope, don't you hate it when you're about to sneeze and it just goes away?
Did I hear aright? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here. The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone. And that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Here, here. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did. Until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace.
I was saying it would be cool if Lord Hien was like a child.
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
Oh, boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say.
No way! No thank you. Oh, he's
if Doma
just a
yet
guy.
thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
The words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, it would be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
It's cool that they became like the main characters in this expansion. I think they got introduced way back in post A Realm Reborn. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetheryte. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared that Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. It's hardly irreversible. They had the necessary materials. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but perhaps with my brother's help. Oh, I see. That's why the Aetheryte is so close. Because it's in another area entirely. You should hear this, Sora. He was just telling me about Xenos and the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12 never even took the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox and bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded and at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. He would dance amidst their blades for a time and then draw close as if to embrace one after another. He made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt, I am told he called it. A hunt without end. Well. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering that we had bored him. But our weapons at least held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day he has ever wielded far eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, and so soldiers who seek to curry his favorite often present those of defeated enemies as gift. Your lightsaber will make a fine addition to my collection. It's fucking General Grievous. It's like it's all a game to him. People are suffering and dying, and he's collecting swords? You don't feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On a battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, we need to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. Greetings and well met, my friend. If you have any questions regarding the House of the Fierce, I should be glad to answer you to the best of my ability. No, nothing for you. As you have seen, we are few in number and our resources are limited. Our every action must be planned with care, for we can ill afford to suffer losses. May I have a brief respite as an order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat that villain in old age. What say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your Rising Stones, I concede it may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Xenos soon put a paid to that with the aid of Yotsu and the secrets she sold. Well, allies to aid the Doma Liberation Front, we should be glad to receive you. Oh dang it, I forgot to switch my gunbreaker again. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doma Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our Doom Rebellion. We are few and our enemies legion. We are weak and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I only hope the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Yeah. Aye, that it will. With a hero of Eorzea on our side, we cannot lose. Oh my god, am I in trouble? Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hin commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be to both of our benefits if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Sora. Let us go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. As a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Osetsu, I can accompany you without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you, if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company and your perspective. Let's go back to Namai. I hope this place changes somewhat. Can you clean a little bit here, you guys? And let's see you two put thought into your garments given the covert nature of our activities. I should think my reason's obvious. Enter the village while wearing the... I thought she was talking to me for a second. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi will be beyond reckless, though you may tempt fate, if that is your want. We shall pose as traveling merchant Sora as our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? God. Not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Alright. Forgive me my skepticism, but you strike me less a man of commerce and more a common sellsword. That does little to assuage my doubts. If anything, it makes me clutch my conquest tighter. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. Doesn't like Final Fantasy Owen Wilson. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. If they demand conscripts to send a soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I nor anyone else here can afford it. I thought I heard it. What? Huh? A dog person? That's not a race that's available. With meat perchance? Better not to know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. No, not the Lupin. Surely you have not been long in Yangsha, else you would. We served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were, but the memories of such times faded with every passing day, as others will tell you. There's no dog race in... Sorry. As far as I know. Foreign peddlers in Namai. Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. I know of no village in Yangsha that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzin, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There's a Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairyu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see, my mistake. Warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folks like you have taken to avoid Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Isn't that kind of sad that they were like, oh my god, thank god a merchant, but we're just like lying to them? We should have came up with a better lie. What have you learned? Oh god, I'm right on top of her. Lisa and I encounter much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing imperial rule in the first place. Unless you can convince him otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him... Oh, cool. I do want more like glove pieces that actually don't cover my hands, you know. And it's cool, but yeah. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation in the Namai's bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. Let's go look at the other villages. Hey, those might be ether current quests. I'm also a proud resident of Namai. I've been told to guard the spring, and under no circumstances am I to leave my post. Huh? Sprinkle the bucket of smelly liquid at the designate. Why is it your job? Why is this your job? I don't like that. You're sus. Yeah, let me do that later. I'm gonna do that off screen because I think I have to go pretty soon anyway. What am I doing here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some from my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. You haven't seen any, have you? Look for yellow flowers. Oh yeah, that's literally what it was. Man. Are you being a brat at me again? I can't hear you. I have headphones on. I can feel her going like, and I see the little green on my little sound bar right here. The audio capture. Dogs are so warm. She's like laying her head down on my lap, and she puts her heads up, and then my leg is like colder because the heat has transferred out. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's spicy. You saved me now. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through the terraces. I'll show you. Come in, baby. Come on, baby. She likes to lay down. I have 2 blankets. She likes to lay down on the blue one. And I don't know how much detergent my sister put in the blue one. She must have put all of it, because it's been like so many days and it still smells like it. So whenever I pick her up, she smells like fresh laundry. every time I go to give her like a kiss, she smells like fresh laundry. My sister picked her up the other day. She's like, "Oh my god, did you just give him a shower? Why do you smell so good?" They've been rolling around in the clean ass sheets. That's why. I actually didn't clean those sheets for a long time because it was Charlie's blanket before he passed, and I didn't wanna wash it. I kind of like forced myself to wash it because I got Honey home from the vet, and they had to make her poop, and they didn't clean her up very well because there was like shit like smeared all over her backside. It got all over my car. I was like, why do you smell like absolute garbage? Why do you smell like actual shit? And it's because they had to induce her because she was having like problems with her bowels, right? So they had to induce her to like poop, and Jesus Christ, like they made her like I don't know what happened to her, but like she smells so bad. She smells the worst, and I had to like. Luckily, I brought like sheets with me, right? How do I get up there? Luckily, I had brought sheets with me, like baby wipes, to like clean her up, because I was like, God, this is disgusting. You smell like a public restroom. Well, I guess since they're all gonna be on the way, I might as well fucking do it. I don't like smelly liquid. I don't like that he gave zero explanation as to what that could be. We're here. Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. They love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland. Oh. Why are you hanging around with a strange man? Get away from my sister. He saved me from monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Go back to the village. Now. I said, go! Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to be here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. I should have gone for the emotional appeal. How many times do I have to tell you? If they find you here, we're the ones they'll punish, and it'll be 1,000 times worse than before. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square, with their hands, with sticks, and with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father, call them fools, call them traitors, and say they deserved to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear what he'd do to my sister if they had to come back. They're wrong. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear and they'll return, and then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us. No one can. And this is all we've got, so please, don't take it from us. I'm gonna take my flower. She takes it. Fine. Then I'll go, and I'm taking my flowers with me. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Good shit. Good shit. Oh, there's 3 of them. Where are they? Jesus. I'm having trouble reading this map, clearly. Okay, I was going the right way. I looked at the wrong thing. I looked at the smelly liquid. Apparently your walk speed also increases depending on which class you are, or maybe it's just because I was in the wrong part of the story, or I don't know. What? Oh, I thought that was a... You're coming at a good time, Sora. We recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? Blah 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 blah. I wish I wasn't inside of a horse's ass. The boy Issei, he told you all of this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? At first I scoffed at his pronouncement. It feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. What are we at? It's a level 64 plus. Oh, I didn't even know I was this far in. Where am I at now? Stormblood main scenario quest. Oh. We're actually pretty close to the next thing. But I think I'm gonna hold off. It's quite actually that's actually not a lot anymore. I'm almost, I want to say quite a bit. I'm not trying to stare at the quest names and stuff like that. I'm just like looking at like the list of like quests I have to do. It's quite a bit, but not so much that it would. It's gotta be something we can do, right? We can't just give up and go home not after everything we've been through. Let's do a little bit more, and then go forward. Despite everything we have seen and learned, I refuse to renounce his cause. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Quickly, hide. You go that way. I'll go home. Oh, hey. Standing in the middle of nowhere.
Imperials.
Uh-oh. Look at these snazzy dressers.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line.
Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry, I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
Everything was not fine.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
I fear they have crueler designs for these people. Let's go. Alright, let's do this one last quest and then skedaddle. Not that I'm in any rush to complete Stormblood or anything, but it's nice to get some headway into it, you know? Given the circumstances, we must make every effort to refrain from needless violence. It is a shinobi's tool, for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts. They are coated with an alchemical reagent that includes a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the village's sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them. For shinobi such as you, it should prove no challenge. Nevertheless, practice is in order. I love it! I love it when we have... I'm so glad, personally, that a lot of the quests in Stormblood involve the ninjas as a ninja. I feel seen. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dart finds its mark, he should fall within moments. Cool. What was that? Well done, my friend. Now give me your map. There's a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon other soldiers. Worry not. I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. The music here sounds like the wind song. Which, if you don't know what that song is, look it up. Plays all the time at work. You don't notice that? He's waving at me? That's death. I know she said it was a blowgun, but like a sleep dart, but like that's death. You put away your blowgun and prepare to join Nagiri. What is this? Oh. Hey. What are you doing? More to the south, huh? The music. Excellent work. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the castrum to the south, Fluminus. Once it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation until 10 or so years ago, when they relocated to Doma Castle. Now the castrum serves as a little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you've proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. Got it, boss. No others appear to be forthcoming. Fine work, Sora. Abora would be proud. Oh. They know each other? I didn't even know that. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. That's cool. I love little details like that. Oh. I wonder if they're saying that because I'm a ninja class or because I have a ninja class. I mean, like if I walked up to her as my gunbreaker, if that little line would still pop back up. Sir, the On from the other villages are assembled for inspection. I will address them personally. I love their outfits. Shortly, you all will be transported to the facility on a distant shore. Your duties, as you've been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. You'll be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Do you know anything about Magitech? The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibility for its repair. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. I forgot what I decided. Oh, that's the same thing. I don't understand why Rogue has to have its own set of clothing that is the exact same as the everything else. Despite the urgency of the situation, we must still proceed with the utmost caution to ensure— I forgot to switch my gunbreaker again. To ensure the safety of the villagers. To wit, we must infiltrate the castle without raising the alarm. I will deal with any soldiers near the entrance. Stand watch for others approaching from the north until you hear my signal. Where am I? 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cut here, actually. We're gonna continue with this little rebellion thing next time, which might be tomorrow or Friday. Probably Friday, if I'm being honest. So until next time, make sure if you guys missed any part of the stream, you can catch previous streams. I upload them on YouTube at youtube.com/Soramoto. If you have if you want to be able to catch future streams, you want to be notified of any future streams, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Soramoto. I always post whenever I'm about to go live, and give me a follow here. I am still planning on doing a giveaway for a free game, but I think I've decided that what I'm gonna do is give me a follow here, and then send me a DM on Twitter and show me that you're following me currently, and then I'll decide a day when I'm gonna do it, and then when I do it, I'm gonna double check, make sure everybody that signed up for it is still following me, and then I'll draw out of a hat or whatever, And if you win, I'll DM you back and give you a code for free game or something like that. But we'll hash out the details some other time. Until next time, if you want to support a small streamer like me, check out my store, store.streamelements.com/Soramoto. Buy yourself a mug. It's a really nice mug. It's a really nice mug that I have right here. Shabams! Look, it looks exactly the same, except it's actually, oh, that's not true. I thought it was facing the wrong way. It's not. It's a nice mug. Anyway, that's it from me. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and peace out. Bye.